Homies, welcome on back to the VESL. I am Ravishing ready to join here by my side after a hot minute by the boy Big V Vincent. What's up, man?
I'm feeling good. I told you I'm here to have a good time. I hope you are along for the ride as well. And hey, nothing more fun than Valorant in the afternoon, is there?
Oh no, not at all. Well, you say afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. It's about to be clock for the evening, but we'll see if you're not wrong here right now. But as it stands, my friend, like you mentioned, we got Valorant coming up, some more action. We only have one BO1 for y'all today, so it's unfortunate. I know it's sad, but a lot of other streams going on as well, so you will not be deprived of the action. For us.
Yeah, we got Reidsville going up against Durham Tech here in the Triangle Division. And I'll keep it a buck with you. Ravish, I don't actually know going into this what we should be expecting, which means I'm on the edge of my seat here. I'm looking for who do we look at? What are we looking for? Who's going to be the biggest player in the server? I don't know, but we're going to find out together.
Exactly. Now, but the thing is, game is about ready as well, so we can answer all these questions and more once we get into it. It is on ascent. It is naturally a BO1 between Reidsville and Durham Tech, as you mentioned. So let's hop into it. Just a couple of seconds. Look at the agent select. See what we got going on. Hey, look at that. We're into it.
Yeah, you and I were having a convo, and I see something top left of our screen right now. Are we going to see this brand new agent? I've yet to see both played, actually. And it looks like it's a first for both of us. We're jumping in here, Duncan Comics, pulling it out.
Well, would you look at that? We're already in. And we were wondering if whether or not Clove was going to be part of the map pool or the agent pool, and whether or not we were going to see them. And it's in. I'm excited. I don't know what half their abilities are called. I'll find out together with you.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I've been saying this hot take, so I might as well just commit to it. On first look, Clove seems busted. You know what I mean? Like being able to toss smokes out while you're dead. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn nice.
It changes like everything we know about the game of Valorant, almost. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know if it changes everything, but it does add a element of surprise, shock, and awe, even. Some players just may disgust, one might say. But you know, I'm all for allowing more abilities, just as long as we don't become League of Legends. That's where I want to draw the line, of course. But you know, more abilities, more fun, more agents, a good time. EP.
You know, I've never dipped my toe into League of Legends, and there's good reason. I'm gonna stay here on the shooter side of that equation here with Valorant, to be honest with you. But on the other side of things, Reidsville pulling out. I mean, I'd call this a pretty traditional composition. The only big question mark is the Sage, you know, which I think is old school at this point, really old school. But I think it's still find value. Just, you know, it's about how you play around it. Plus, having a res never necessarily a bad thing.
That's weird. Yeah, there's stuff muted. Yeah, you know, we were talking about how it's not right back, but it's actually just a soft res is low key height. But if once naturally you can get it off where it's possible. But remember, they need to get either an assist or a kill within that time to fully res back, which is what makes it tough.
Yeah.
And which of course inclines them to like really push for that hyper aggressive play style that we know on the controller. We'll see how it really fits in the competition on defense first. That is Durham Technical. What up against Reidsville? Let's get it.
Yeah, and I'm looking, by the way, this defense right now for Durham, like they got double controller, right? I mean, they on top of that, you got the Jet with the cloud burst. Then you also have Neon. Like, there's a lot of utility to cut off chokes, cut off angles here for this defense, which is sort of wild. A little bit of aggression down mid here for Durham Tech on the rip. We're just finding nobody home, though, for the moment. You might just find some space here in a sec. Yeah, it's going to be spotted out. We'll just disengage.
He manages to get one, though. So, not too bad of a start. Hold it down mid. And the stack as well. Center near B main, choosing to rotate outside. But they seem to be meandering a bit, not sure how to exactly entry. They have the smokes available, so they can look to just, you know, pop in past a paranoia and a smoke to cut off Market since they know there's action there. But they're choosing not to walk in. There's so many people here. Turret spots one. And trap. Gets taken down.
Yeah, and well,
that's it.
It's a collapse right after that. Neon sliding in, and Chase will pick up a second before things get too nasty in that round. It's flawless, actually, for Durham Tech. And, you know, you're speaking of stacks. How about that stack of numbers at the end of the Jets name here? I mean, that's a lot of numbers. How do you get there? I was talking to a producer. I just don't know how you get to that level of numbers at the end of a name, right?
You know, it's, you know, when you want to do the most and receive the least in retribution? That's, I think, what it is. Right.
Okay.
Or maybe that's just their actual phone number.
You know what? I don't think there could be that many zeros in a phone number, can there? Am I wild for that?
Anything's possible, right? Come on, believe a little bit harder, Vincent. Come on, man.
That's true. You know what? It could be whatever phone number you want.
That's what I want to hear. Thank you. Whatever phone number you want it to be, especially if it's yours, bro.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll take
I'm just going to leave that right there. Not picking it up.
Yeah, we'll take a look at how this is setting up. Another slow start for Reidsville. Sitting around A main. The close to push out, though, actually. Makes contact. Duncan takes a utility in front of the enemy and gets punished for it, naturally. With that, A opened up. As we have a user and a bunch of numbers. Stoned with a right click.
That's free gun, by the way. A little classic action. Somehow, some way, Reidsville, they sit outweighed a little bit out today, and they're going to make their way onto the site. Get Spike got down as well, and another right click. This is crazy.
It's wild, like you're saying, but there's only one left on a bonus in hand for Reidsville. So we'll take one after the next. That's just, yeah, just clean. I mean, surprising, but nice.
Yeah, I mean, flawless pistol into a flawless half. Like the money was all over the place there for Reidsville, but it was the classics doing the damage. Not really what I was expecting, and you know, at the same time, gotta look towards Duncan, right? A little bit overzealous there at the beginning, kind of over swinging on the open. Durham Tech gonna stick together a little bit more. Not the crazy buys we were seeing from Reidsville last time out. Instead, they're gonna be on a couple upgrades. Sheriff here or there, but everybody's sticking same economy. With the B push coming.
Going for a 4-1 split, but with the KO moving up so far into mid.
Here.
Sitting back to Chatham on the rotate, perhaps, if they go through B, but goes way around. Duncan makes early contact as well with a smoke to cut them off. No one looking to push in just yet. Relocate to the side towards Jen. Notice it. Oh, with two already on their way. Stops them by the entrance. A bunch of damage done. Stopping their A main. Spike's still in their hands, but they have guns as well. They might be cut off. And they find Thug Shake. So cutting off their options one by one. The KO on the flank coming through mid. Saving the round for the rest of Reidsville.
Yeah, it was looking a little dicey there. Little two sheriff frags coming in from the A site. Now it's user all alone and has no idea precisely where this lurk is located. We'll get it spotted out, and I do have to wonder, again, about the naming. Why would you call yourself dumb? Like, even if that is true, why point it out?
You just can't take any of the names in this.
No, I'm sorry. Listen, I will say though, Noob Slayer, that's a classic. That is a classic.
Thug Shake I've seen before as well, right? Drift is just fun. It reminds you of one of my favorite films, The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which is the best of the franchise.
It's a banger.
Thank you. I was inspired to learn Japanese because of the movie, and I'm conversational, so you know, take that
Wow.
for what you will.
Yeah, that's pretty
Thanks, man.
impressive.
Arigato gozai, thank you.
Nice. I think I got that one.
Yeah, appreciate. Oh, smoke out again. That's been twice now. Someone on the side of Durham Tech has been killed with the util out, unfortunately. But trade back is nice, taking over the Sova. Trade is in their favor. User through trades 3. That's all out of the open for him. Leaving only Japanese. Denied the ace, but up against 2. If he gets all 1v1s, it's still entirely possible. But Spike is dropped on site, so he's gonna do fight this out.
The good news is that time, right? There's lots of it to play with. The other side of that, Bladestorm. Don't know if you want to toss that out here now, but giving yourself a chance. The Bladestorm might be an interesting way to approach. Gonna end up walking into the crosshairs of Duncan Comics, and it'll be a 2-2 scoreline. Durham Tech bringing it back, and after the one eco round they give up, Reidsville, they've got a lot of cash, actually. Like, tons of cash. Like, as if maybe they robbed a bank kind of cash. I don't know how they've got so much money. Ravish, how did they do it?
It's called simple economics, my friend. It's truly elementary, my dear Winston. What you want to see is that they're doing the very simple strategy of saving, right? If you save enough and don't buy util and don't buy shields, you too can save up into the next round with more than enough to help supplement your fellow teammates and members. But there's no paranoia. Caught 2 in quick succession. 3. There's hopped on the rush in ridiculous form. Noob Slayer already always good for the 1. May not matter. It's still a 4-2. They have Spike this time though.
So at least Reidsville can fall back, reposition, maybe try a different position to take this Spike to. A seems the likely scenario based on where they're headed, but there's so much time left. Really, Reidsville have literally every option open to them. As Durham Tech spread back out, going to be leaving B entirely open for the moment, which is a wild decision, but it's working out beautifully for them.
Yeah, that's again, 2 take it one after the next. They just keep on flanking the flankers and flanking themselves over and over again here, Vincent.
Flanking flankers getting flicked.
One could say that. True. A very good point. I agree. And it seems as though all the back and forth and stop pushes has called us for a timeout.
One could say this timeout is crucial. No, okay. I'll just go back in my hidey hole.
I'm not gonna supplement that. It's you know you're better. I believe in you, and right. I want more for you, Vincent, as well.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll work on that. I mean, Reidsville are working on the same thing, right? A little bit more from that last round into this one, where they had the cash. We just talked about that. So they have stuff to work with, including, I mean, some big ticket ultimates, specifically that no command, right? I mean, talk about a way to shut down a site. They can get in there, roll with the punches. They aren't in danger of getting paranoid, for example, which is a big issue last time out in that B put.
I am hoping that through this, like they do because previously in the first couple rounds, right, they were like, okay, yeah, we're gonna just slow play it for 1 splits and then just wait around for the jet to make the entry. But they have to throw in some support to ensure that your jet isn't dying immediately, right? And that all works, especially because it's sent. But yeah, you gotta toss in a flash or paranoia through one of the like necessary angles, so that way Japanese can just walk in without any fear of being shot. But User's in a bold position. He saw the drop down, takes 2. Now Japanese comes to save it, but 2's already gone. They know they're mid. Oh, it's gonna be another bloodbath again, man.
Yeah, that's tough. Would have been a good idea to get to that position there if it hadn't have been spotted on the drop. Bladestorm, though, maybe the way for this to come back into favor for Reidsville. 3-on-3 now, thanks to the Bladestorm. You got pretty much options everywhere to Reidsville.
I mean, He's in 3v3 still. So, side opened up as well. Killjoy and repositioned towards the back near boathouse. And Clove leaning towards A, waiting for him to walk in. Thug Shake. There's like, I believe just heard some footsteps, and that gives it away. Stops them at the entrance. Dresden rotating in. Well, the dash was definitely heard. Ooh, but Ducky Combs gets caught. Right as they walk in. 2v2. Spike cylinder hands, they don't Thug Shake's right at the back. He peeks the angle, Japanese no more. He's eyes left, brings out the Phantom, goes in, walks in, the click. He focuses the person at the back and Japanese to go for the ace. He had 8 seconds. I took the plant down. Paranoia hits. We see Omen walking in, the dash in the corner. Doesn't see him, Japanese with the ace.
I mean, had to get all 5, does just that. Trap is making the moves. Those blades worth their weight in gold, especially on a round where that was a full buy. Don't always see the blade storm activate in that type of round. Japanese betting on themselves and pulls off the ace for the 1v1 clutch there at the end as well. Reidsville equalized at 3 aside. Durham Tech. They were doing all the right things. I mean, early control got the opening. It was a 4-on-3 after the trade. It all looked good until it didn't.
Great even. Yeah. 3-3. Oh. You've been so good about these, but he couldn't dash all the way into the corner. As that gets caught, punished, and trades. Again, like, these rounds start off so bloody here, Vincent.
I mean, same
no
situation.
one gives each other an inch. I know.
Early double kill there for Durham, and sure, it's a trade back, but that's 4-on-3, and Durham gonna love that. They just got to figure out a way to convert that into a win. Issue that obviously plagued them thanks to the Blade Storm last round, but there's no such Blade Storm available anymore, Ravish, and that's maybe a problem for Reidsville.
Maybe a small issue. Yeah, you're not wrong. But hey, I think about it like this, right? They've got 3 ready. Did you check trees? Those are the questions. That's not smoked off. And he uses swipe just blatantly. The knife should have touched the neon. Vinny should have gotten it. He gets 3. Tell me how, Sway. How?
Hey, all I can say is man after my own heart. Vincent, you see, there's a connection there. Little triple kill, slide in.
Except you're not nearly as good.
Slide and fragging. That's what I like to say. I do enjoy a little neon, you know? It's a whole lot of fun. What is happening here?
Neons, I agree. Really cool.
Are we learning are we learning jump spot here?
I mean, I still can't do a jump spot, so yes. I'll learn personally.
Fair enough. You always gotta keep your eyes peeled. Learn the new things. That's what makes you better.
Mm-hmm.
Just got a Marshall here. I didn't get a peek. How's the money looking for Reidsville? Not too great.
Not great. Yeah, it's for what we're seeing. I believe I saw a Marshall, maybe a classic here and there. I'm looking at the outlines that I'm seeing so far, so it should be a save from my presumption and the previous buys they've had, but he's proven wrong. Let's see. Yeah, that was second Marshall again. Nothing found, but they found the info at least. As they know, there's one below. The flash to walk through. No one rotating over just yet as they haven't committed. 2 at the bottom. Oh, Duncan, yeah, that couldn't stop them in time. Fight. Goes it away.
Hey, 1 for 1. That's done enough, especially with that null command in position. The door down. Plant can come in, and well, Shiny has got a double there. Needs some way up into heaven and caught both those players rotate again. It's a 2-on-3, cut to 2, and Drift has got maybe all of them. Indeed, they do. 1, 2, and 3 for Drift. 56G.
A quick start. Like they're unfortunately walking in 1 by 1. Although the early trades are nice, but the rest of them, unfortunately, I find they're so separate half the time when they're on the site. These post plants are just simply not going the direction. They get the spike down and they get torn apart afterwards consecutively.
You know, and part
this
of it
is interesting.
Maybe they didn't quite have the utility. Remember, the buy was a bit dicey.
Also true. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you know something for example that could have been huge there, right? If Strat had a wall, probably couldn't afford it. Pretty
Yeah.
expensive, big ticket item.
Yeah. Last horse in the race. Yeah, I got you. They have an op this time, by the way, though. It's a bit of a broken buy in terms of everything they're offering because I saw ops, bulldogs, and a stinger, and even a guardian. So cascading down in terms of value, but the op needs to be that big ticket item as well to see what they can offer. Ooh, nice strafe. You got user man early is a really good start. The Jet has been good for every round almost, it seems.
Yeah, taking them out and especially denying that mid area, right? Some of that control that Durham have pretty regularly been interested in gathering. Still, Reidsville not accelerating off the back of that pick. They want to keep themselves honest and make sure that when they do get this advantage, that they can convert it. Right? Durham struggled to do so in one of those rounds where they had the 5-on-4. Now it's the opposite situation where Reeds will have the advantage. They're going to group back up, and A seems to be the site. They're getting honest. They're getting into post plants. Now they have the weaponry maybe to utilize in the post plant itself.
Waiting.
30 seconds left.
Trade's got to be checked. They got Kyrie before. Shiny with 2. The trade even no. Drift had the drop on it, but couldn't find him. And Shiny's able. He may not be so dumb no more. Gets away with his life. As I know the rest of them are coming through. Was the back near spawn. Finally gets caught low on health. And couldn't convert it into more. But there's the op we're talking about the entire time. Still alive and well in their hands. And a 1v3 the Vinny. That's a jump spot that you want to see. But yeah, you're just covering that top angle.
By the way, I know it didn't work, but that was actually some nice free fires from Vinny. Good thought process in those clears. That does give Reidsville back a little bit more. It's been a struggle for Reidsville. They've not had the lead at any point, but they've been able to keep this game very close the entire way through. As Durham going to take their own tactical timeout for this half. And you know what? I like taking attack, right? You're towards the end of the half, but you have 5 ultimates to play with if you're Durham. You have literally any gameplay. Like, if you have any set play in your strat book, you could probably run it. That's how many ults they have.
Yeah, they're killing it. Considering they took the timeout after losing just 1 or 2 rounds, so they know, all right, boys, how do we not deal with this op, and how do we make sure we're not caught like that? It may just be a thing of just overheating, or having to just calm down and breathe. Because I know we've seen on both sides they have very mechanically gifted players, and I know with sometimes with these timeouts, right, coach is just like, all right, yeah, home squeeze, breathe. Let's go ahead and even at the comms, right? Let's vibe out for a little bit more, just so we're not, just getting too up in our heads. Because this so far right now, very close game.
See if it's going to get even closer here. If Reidsville can pick up this next round, we're talking a pretty serious way back in. I mean, and led by 2 individuals, right? I mean, Trapanese and Shiny Dumbboy, they've been firing on all cylinders and really picking up where maybe there's some lacking points there for Reidsville as well. Yeah. Sometimes you need to lean on your teammate, and right now, I think Reidsville doing a good job taking advantage of that. What a commitment here for Duncan Comics. Lucky to get out alive.
Yeah, all these guys are just so down to take such aggressive angles, but like you mentioned, very lucky to survive the 46 health, and the shot that does land would have been their life. But not so lucky. So that's scaling up mid. I know boys taking this, but this time just jump speed. User might have seen it. But no, he's also tucked in as well. So this opens up opportunities. Oh, no, yeah. He definitely saw them. So mid will likely have to be evacuated.
This is nice. These are the one to kind of make contact, take the space, and the hope was to bait them into the judge there, but that's not going to happen. Reidsville back towards B.
30 seconds left.
Sake with the peek out. Kills need to get this one. Turns away, but still manages to find the pick. Not sending out towards the back. Userman through mid, frying the rest of the entrance to NB. Makes their way in, starts to clear out logs. Can't find it, peeks out. The shot lands just barely. User with 3.
That's a tough one right there. The Neon going into overdrive and just gets instantly doinked in the head. That's tough.
Good word, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, that I know that we meme, right? Like, from the shadows, kind of most useless ult the game, or like prior to that in Neural Theft, though it's gotten better, right? Sometimes the overdrive is just it's so frustrating. 'Cause if you had the rifle, if you have a vandal there, it's over. You won.
I mean, he could have easily, yeah. Zip, zap, zooey all over them. Ooh. That overtake was heard, though. Really clear logs, the question. This is a new position for Killjoy. Even over ult is put down, takes somebody towards the back. Thug cleared out. A fast take finally works out. The rest of Reidsville, they get the res off too. Now to 3v5 post play.
Oh, this is magical right now. 3 come back in here, an op as well. It's hard to manufacture your way back in, but with the support of Drift, they're doubled up at log. How does this happen? Oh, there was a collat in there potentially, but it doesn't work out.
Okay, lucky to get one. But now they've all re-listened towards the sites. So the 3-on-3, they have to closely make their way through the paranoia to find it. They know one towards the back. The shot whiffs again. Has to pull out the knives to clean this up. Japanese towards the corner. There's 2 in front of a user. Takes one, the second in quick succession. And one towards the back in the middle of the heel. The swing, it's good.
There's plenty of time.
Attack.
That was big commitment ultimate wise, but well worth it if you can take the victory like they have, and victory into the half as well. 7-4.
Last round in the half.
Could be even better, all dependent on the outcome of this final round. Big commitments there. Bladestorm doing a lot of good work. User continuing to be a linchpin for Durham. It's a little bit all over the place for the buy for Reidsville into this round. I mean, they have good weaponry, right? Looking good, and they're going to look even better with the Bladestorm that's surely to come. Japanese just 1 orb away from picking that up, and they're going to fight for the B one by the look of things.
Yep.
Or not.
They bought Odin as well, and pretty much full buys in this round, so they have the option to contest if they want to, and they were kind of running it back towards B each time.
Oh.
See if user can find it. Oh, slow close once again. Shots have been a bit off. That's what we wanted to see, though. Still makes it 1-for-1. It gets close. Second shot barely landing. These flicks are not working out for him. More careful touch would be ideal. Available onto Sage. Never mind. Sage dead.
There's a lockdown too. That can be popped in. That it will be.
Yeah.
Covers off pretty much the whole site. Everybody in danger right now. Just got to fight their way out.
He's in hell. He's just stuck. Yeah. It's a pop. It's gonna fight it out while they wanted to catch the props running away, but you're gonna stick it out and wait for them to all push in. Durham Tech has been showing a little bit antsy when it comes to these fights. Makes it an 8-4 half. Not the worst, but Reidsville for sure needing a couple pistols, maybe some more to get them on their way.
Yeah, I mean, at this point as well, right? 8-4, like you said, not the worst, but it's not the best situation, and that's where you look down and you want to see a little bit more from Sap, from Stratzilla, right? Just try and get them a little bit further up that board.
Here.
Especially now as you move towards the defense. I think that the Sage, you know, you kind of have to be in a post plan for that Sage to be super effective on the offense. Now can have a little bit more impact easily as we look towards the defensive side for Reidsville. Already going to see that. Sage putting up the wall over at A to begin with, and that 0 point. Only going to catch one info here at B. Thugs chilling on their lonesome while the rest of the team spread back out from A.
Yeah, this is similar to the attack we saw out of Reidsville, but instead of just full stacks, they go for the full split. But get caught initially mid. Also, ooh, good trade. But they split themselves up, right? They have the lurk down going through mid and by B main, and with A now opened up, the Sage is up top. They know she is too. They smoke her off. Ducky Comics moves below, sees one, almost catches him. The reposition and run back. Now at 2v3.
This is big dangerous though, user. A bit of a crossfire. They can get the heck out of there. The 0 point should give information away. Oh, it doesn't catch either of them. Uh-oh.
For B main only, yeah. They're out of range completely. Just one. Right clicks galore. That's real. No one actually peeks him. He's able to get the full real off, but doesn't damage by the end of it. And with this, more than enough time. Reidsville.
Oh, they might have messed around and lost this.
No. They still got it more than a top of them still. 1.6. Pah, easy.
Okay, I don't know about easy. That's getting closer than I like to see. Especially when you had time to spare. But a big pistol win there for Reidsville, right? They needed that one pretty bad. And as wild as that round was from Durham, I would have liked to see them group up a little bit more. I mean, they were all sorts of spread out, kind of not in tradable positions. And they got very fortunate that it was that close towards the end to begin with.
Yeah, playing very split in a 1-1-3. Well, 1-2-2 mainly. So by the end of that entire conjunction, but this time you're getting your wish, Vincent. Everyone stacked up as 3. Nice shot from user.
Yeah,
the guy mid, but remember last time they got bonused, so we'll see if they can do the exact same thing back.
That's true. One player out wide here, already pulling rotates as well. Positive signs. Well, the B hit no longer seems to be the real intention behind this. An approach back towards mid, the spike also in that area. This is going to be interesting. Japanese is sort of alone here in Pizza and doesn't have a great way of escaping.
Yeah, it's... And they're not getting out anywhere. 3 for Japanese, which by the Spectre sprays them all. And with mid now becoming a battleground for the rest of Durham Tech. The 2 last remaining members.
30 seconds left.
It was to pick up the scraps and reposition, go towards A. It is wide open. They can't get the plants out at least. Maybe get some money back in the pocket. Unless Stratzilla can stop this from happening. Here's the sounds and the spots. They got 14 tickets. It's gonna have to be now.
Now it is. We'll get the spike down, and I mean, Drift has got a lot of space, a lot of information actually gained there on that swing from Drift. Stuck, ready. Need to set up a crossfire to Durham. Pop it out. Gonna drop down. 1 and 2 for User. User's gonna get them all. Another ace. This time for the Durham Tech Jet instead. User gets 5.
Dude, Jets and Spectres that entire round were ridiculous. User taking the full ace and finds a trade-off through mid and then right underneath the hell too. Giving them all 1v1s. The spray pattern must have been incredibly clean. And even Japanese, right? Getting 3 in mid. Some way, somehow. Bonus works out. Durham Tech does it back to them. Reidsville on a save. Oh, ouchies.
I mean, thought that Japanese was trapped in pizza. Little did I know that it was actually everybody else trapped with them. Isn't enough last round. Maybe this can be enough this round. Little tap on the Sheriff. Gets the escape, but unfortunately Sap is not so lucky. Escape will not be available for them. The A push. Ravish, this is a lot of space that Reidsville are picking up. Back of Noonslayer.
Pushing all the way out, catching them by mid. That spike down as well. Huge amount. If we're given over, should easily be recovered, but the counter push that comes in. Vinny. Around the side. Let's see if you can get both. That's 1 and 2. Beautiful cleanup from Durham. And now spike in their hands. They still gotta find their way into a site first.
Well, on the run and into the site they go. Durham tackle. Unfortunate. That interaction is not, I don't think, what Vinny was hoping for.
Yeah, shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. But anyway, post plant gets activated, and unfortunately, nobody's really looking the right way. Vinny, though, has just adjusted.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Adjustment. And that's just a clean take. Could have been in either direction. Fine, it would have been a lot more substantial if Vinny was positioned towards hell. Would have had a chance to at least peek through, but round for Reidsville to keep them in the game.
And as much as Noob Slayer only gets one there, right? The space that they created with that A push was huge. Allowed for Reidsville to have the time to get back into position, set up that 2-on-2 and the post plant. Of course, I mean, who better do you want trapping these shiny in that 2-on-2? Those are your big individual fraggers right now.
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Money's still pretty decent, actually, though, for Durham Tech. They're not broken. We've got plenty to work with. So there's still a threat to this round Reids will have to be aware of. Waiting out the 0 point over at B or Durham Tech. See nothing there. Meanwhile, at A, I mean, frags are already happening, but nobody's moved here on B.
Trades is still good though. And Reidsville lands itself unfortunately in a man disadvantage once again. But where did Shotty Dumbo get that pick? Was he just pushing aggressively? Gets them on B, dude. That's crazy. They're stuck behind for so long, leaving one at the lurk by A. They're getting caught is tragic, but still leaves them 3v2. Not too far off. Eddie watching them. As the door gets closed, Spike now going down finally as they're over towards A.
You know, the only positive out of this is that the spike has just now been planted. So the chances of actually making this retake a lot better. Look at Shiny, who has basically maximum utility, Blade Storm, but they're taking the long route. They might time themselves out here, Reidsville.
Found them. Alarm bot down.
Playing a lot safer in the post.
Turrets destroyed.
Dogshake ready. That's one. Good for it. And just 2 in succession. As they've been giving themselves 1v1v1s each and every single time. Testing who can get the shot off first. Reidsville's good for each time. And Durham Tech, a needed timeout to get some space back.
It's actually Reidsville taking this timeout. We got it flipped for a moment. But yeah.
You right.
Still, an important moment, I think, for them to reset. Speaking of, I think their money is pretty down the drain here. It's actually deep in the bin. It's not just in the trash can. They've taken it out to the bin out back. So, need to talk things over. I mean, my eyes drawn to one thing in particular because of how important and how impactful it was previous, and that's the Blade Storm. I mean, we've seen 2 aces, one side.
Here.
Maybe Reidsville can recreate some of that magic that we saw previously coming in from Japanese.
The Zawa and out. We'll see if Durham can find stability that's needed. Down 10-6, not too far off here. Let's buy round for themselves. It's gonna need to bode fruitful, but it's a bit of a potluck, as I call it, like whatever they can really get. 2 hero rifles at least, and Noob Slayer with the bucket is gonna hold by tree, by goat. Oh, that knife is huge. It gives so much info.
Yeah, I look at how fast Shiny runs away. Doesn't really want any of that, and I don't blame them. So the B site overwhelmed. 5v5 for the post plant. That's what we're opting into for the moment.
Spike planted.
Or B5 now. So Letting the sus play safe at the post plant, all behind cover 3, playing boathouse, in fact. Oh, 1 by 1, but no one check B main. How is User getting 3 off of that? Moving to the smoke, and he's with. Oh, was very doable, and now seems almost done. Durham Tech, if I'm them, I save here, honestly.
Last player standing.
But they're gonna look to pass the flash. I guess one of the corner strat Zil, and a little bit off of the crosshair. Reidsville, 2 away from taking it all.
Let's make a plan, then execute.
It is Durham Tech, by the way, on the left-hand side. Just to be clear, but yeah, big moment there. Reidsville struggling, despite the fact that Japanese has been very good, but you know it's been a fight between the Jets pretty consistently, and User showing up big time once again. The 3K comes through, and as you were talking about, right, it goes from a very winnable scenario where Japanese got the opening pick to then a lot more losable situation. This time the 0.3 strong at B, Reidsville, and nobody's there. Instead, the A site is under pressure.
And the pressure is starting to mount. Svitsin. 1 by 1 shots rain. They just find everything here.
Spike planted.
Unstoppable on the attack. Durham Tech can find nothing as they look to gain any information. Even a pick, a morsel back. But also shot 1 by 1. Storm available as from the shadows. Not gonna need it. They're backing out, waiting for the opportunity, but
Enemy remaining.
there's no space for them to take it. And just one left. Good Japanese. He's done heroics before, but he's gonna need the full Justice League this time.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Spike already ticked pretty far. Durham Tech looking to put the lock onto this one, and they do. 12 for Durham, and Reidsville still yet to really find much out of this half. They swap over to that defensive side. They don't get anything. And despite the fact that Durham lost everyone at the end of that spike, they're still looking good. Still ready to go.
Damn. One more round. It seems like as soon as we switch over, Vincent, past that pistol, since they took that bonus, attack seems to be it. It showed no signs and no fear at all. Durham Tech to the last chance to stay alive. This has to be it. The wall up early to slow down the fast push. And those shock pulls unfortunately get those teammates. But I think they have the rerouting naturally. So, reposition. Honda Street 2! Off of that! That's insane! The Blaze almost doesn't connect! So much damage! That might have saved them.
Well, I mean, 3-on-3 though. Durham Tech still feeling good. Remember, Reidsville, this is the last chance. They can't make any mistakes anymore. 13 around the corner. Oh, that's massive, but Japanese can't take advantage. The recon bolt, the scan, taking that space. The reswing might come in right into the crosshairs of Duncan. Look at how grouped up they are. Reidsville, I mean, they're sticking together. They're playing terrified at the moment.
They know with the time they have is when it's 19 seconds, they have to make a decision, and B seems to be it. Jet is around, has scoped out the site, everyone's there, and Durham Tech has made the wrong read. Because usually they have almost always gone A. Vinny was around mid, hoping to catch anyone, and now to 2v3. I see the one it back, half health bars low across the board.
Last chance here for Reidsville to come back into this game to make the space that they need to. Late rotation here for Sap. Knowledge about that as well. Oh, escape. Yes, User does. Get the heck out of there. They're both back boathouse, though. Now Duncan alone needs to hold station.
Yeah.
Misses the first and the second shot, but he still stays alive.
Pulls out the res. Reidsville needs to find it, but there it is. With just enough time, close enough to stay alive. Reidsville will maintain their composure, stop the plants, and stay alive for another day.
Yeah, but hey, listen, as much as that's great, love to see that from Reidsville, it's still the first step in a long-term process, right, to try and get back into this game. Japanese at 31 kills and counting has been incredible. Everybody else has started to step up a bit here and there for this Reidsville squad. But they still have 5 rounds in a row that they need to collect before they can even say hello to overtime. It's a long road back. I do say so myself as we get Durham Tech approaching this round a little bit differently. Not so much stacked in one area, but they're heading out towards A. In fact, Vinny has so much space. He's just walked into A for free.
He did. He got caught last time, but not so much anymore. Stop playing hyper aggressive.
Planted.
Actually getting 3 after all this time. Brother is running. But you're getting hit from a neon here, man. You are actively giving away the space, which you don't want. Right, so he's now caught on the outside, and it was only imminent for his death. I was foretold. 3 to 5, just shot. Okay. No more hydro balls to be paid, but that's just one though. Now they have the info as to where they are, and they gotta find a way to hold them out here. The 8 goes below, but the person is already gone, and they're not holding on the outside. That's one taking Japanese has it. They gotta stop the play.
Last player standing.
Oh, they just
They gotta stop
barely.
the push, and that's how it ends, Vincent. A final shot.
13 to 7. Durham Tech taking the victory. It's Reidsville. I mean, hey, they looked like they might be able to make that comeback. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough towards the end there. And as much as it's a travesty, Japanese leading the charge despite the loss in this game. But can't let Vinny get out for free over it, eh? Not on such an important round.
Nah, he just walked up like that and just as if they owed him money. And realistically, they probably owed him the round, if anything.
Well, hey, they paid the round, actually. So regardless of what they owed him, the payment was made. All right? The check was cashed. Wire transfer came in, and Durham Tech taking the victory off the back of it. I mean, a well-played game for Durham, right? I mean, just to talk about some individuals, we talked about Vinny quite a bit there, but I did feel like they had a more complete game, right? You look down the scoreboard, and there, you know, everybody there for Durham having some big impact moments.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, there's a guy we haven't mentioned yet. That's because his name is User, and we don't know who he is, but I know that he's gaming. He's playing a great game of Valorant.
He was indeed, as was Japanese, man. Incredible what they managed to put down here today. But that was our only game of the day here, Vincent. And that's the thing. That's all we had for y'all right here in this region. As it stands, though, we've got a lot of other streams going on, conversely, for the Northeast and the Southeast as well for Valorant happening. So y'all make sure to check those out. But any final things from you, homie?
No, I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. Had a lot of fun, and seeing some fun games here, or at least a fun game. Congratulations to Durham Tech, and hopefully we get to see more from them in the future.
I hope so as well, my brother. As of course, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, of course, Rob, for producing. Remember, check out all the games. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, for some more VESL action. I've been Ravish. Have a good night. Peace.